I want to share with you a very special talk filled with affection and experience, in which I will tell you about 10 natural drinks that can help enhance the response of our intimate members in just a few minutes. Before we begin, I kindly ask you from the bottom of my heart to like this video and subscribe to the channel, as lately, YouTube's algorithm has not been recommending our content, and your support is crucial for more people to benefit from these advice filled with wisdom and affection. I would like to start by telling you about pomegranate juice. This fruit, so appreciated for its high levels of antioxidants, has earned a special place in traditional medicine and recent studies that highlight its vasodilating properties. Personally, I discovered that pomegranate not only beautifies our dishes, but also helps improve blood circulation, which positively affects the functioning of our intimate members. To prepare it, I select 2 or 3 ripe pomegranates, wash them carefully, and cut them to extract their seeds. Then, I place the seeds in the blender with a little natural water, about 100 milliliters, and if I feel like it, I add a drizzle of pure honey to sweeten. I blend the mixture until I get a homogeneous liquid, and if I prefer a smoother texture, I strain it. This juice is ideal to drink on an empty stomach or mid-morning, as its antioxidants promote the elasticity of blood vessels and can translate into a faster and more energetic response in moments of intimacy. I fondly remember that when I included this juice in my routine, I began to feel renewed energy, something that filled me with optimism and made me appreciate the power of nature even more. Continuing with the theme, I want to talk to you about watermelon juice, a refreshing and invigorating drink. Watermelon, besides being a delicious fruit on summer days, contains a very special nutrient called citrulline, which turns into arginine and subsequently into nitric oxide, thus facilitating the dilation of blood vessels. To prepare this juice, I select a ripe and juicy watermelon, cut it into pieces, and remove both the rind and the harder parts. Then, I put it in the blender and process it until I get a uniform juice. If I want to give it a special touch, I add some fresh mint leaves or a slice of lemon, which enhances its flavor and potentiates its refreshing properties. I prefer to drink it very cold, with some natural ice cubes, during midday or in the afternoon, especially in hot weather. Over the years, I have found that this drink not only hydrates me, but also gives me that natural boost to feel full of life and with a more effective response in those special moments. Another of my great allies is ginger tea, an infusion that always reminds me of the times when natural medicine was the basis of our well-being. Ginger, that miraculous root, is famous for its stimulating and anti-inflammatory properties. When I prepare my tea, I take a small piece of fresh ginger, about 2 or 3 centimeters, and finely chop or grate it to release its compounds as much as possible. Then, I place it in a cup and pour 250 milliliters of boiling water over it, letting the infusion steep for between 5 and 10 minutes so that all the active components are released. If the flavor is too intense for me, I usually add a teaspoon of natural honey or a few drops of lemon, and sometimes I prefer to strain it to remove any solid residue. Personally, I enjoy this drink hot both in the morning and in the afternoon, as its effect of dilating blood vessels and its ability to relieve tensions have helped me stay active and balanced both physically and emotionally. I remember how, in my early years, a cup of ginger tea filled me with warmth and energy, and to this day, it remains a comforting ritual in my moments of seeking combinations that delight the palate and benefit health. I discovered the banana and cocoa smoothie, a mixture that comforts me and brings sweetness and energy to the heart. The softness and natural potassium of the banana combine excellently with the antioxidants of pure cocoa. To prepare it, I take a very ripe banana that provides natural creaminess and add a tablespoon of natural cocoa powder, preferably sugar-free. Then, I place it in the blender along with 200 milliliters of vegetable milk, either almond, oat, or coconut, until I get a smooth and pleasant texture. A touch of cinnamon not only enhances the flavor, but also provides anti-inflammatory properties. If I find it necessary, I lightly sweeten it with a little natural honey. I like to enjoy this smoothie at breakfast or as a mid-morning snack, as the combination of its ingredients helps relax blood vessels, improving irrigation to our intimate areas. Each sip transports me to times when life was enjoyed with simplicity and reminds me of the importance of taking care of our body from within. Another elixir that has accompanied me for many years is ginseng infusion, that energetic touch that comes from Oriental nature. Ginseng is revered for its revitalizing properties and its ability to stimulate the nervous system, which translates into improved circulation and, consequently, a more effective response from our intimate members. To prepare it, whether I use a ginseng tea bag or slices of the root, I start by boiling 250 milliliters of water. Then, I pour the hot water over the ginseng and let the infusion steep for between 5 and 8 minutes, allowing its characteristic golden flavor to be released. Sometimes, to soften the taste, I add a little honey or a few drops of lemon. I like to drink this beverage in the early hours of the day, as it helps me activate and face the day with vigor and serenity. Ginseng, in addition to stimulating circulation, has taught me to value the harmony between body and mind, as its adaptogenic effect helps me manage stress and maintain a balance that reflects in my overall well-being. I cannot fail to mention beetroot juice, a drink that has won my heart for its richness in nutrients and, above all, for its high content of natural nitrates. These nitrates turn into nitric oxide within the body, which facilitates the dilation of blood vessels and improves blood circulation. To prepare it, I take a medium beetroot, wash it well, and cut it into small pieces. To balance its earthy flavor, I add a peeled and chopped red apple along with a few drops of lemon juice. I place all these ingredients in the blender with approximately 150 milliliters of fresh water and blend until I get a homogeneous juice. If I prefer a smoother texture, I strain it. I like to drink this juice about 30 minutes before a moment of intimacy or simply when I want to feel revitalized, as its nitrates have been shown to improve tissue oxygenation and, consequently, the response of my intimate areas. Every time I prepare this drink, I feel connected to the earth and to the traditions that taught me the value of natural remedies. Among the jewels of nature are also blueberries, those small blue fruits loaded with antioxidants. Blueberries help combat oxidative stress, which protects blood vessels and promotes optimal circulation. To enjoy this drink, I take a cup of fresh or thawed blueberries, and if I want to enhance their flavor, I add a small peeled and chopped apple along with some fresh mint leaves. Then, I place everything in the blender with 150 milliliters of natural water and blend until I get a homogeneous juice. Sometimes I prefer to strain it to achieve a more refined texture. I like to enjoy this juice in the morning or as an afternoon snack, as each sip reminds me of the importance of taking care of my health and nourishing my body with life-filled foods. Since my youth, I have learned to value the simple and natural, and blueberries are undoubtedly one of those little jewels that time and experience have made even more valuable. Another smoothie that fills me with energy and connects me with nature is the one I prepare with spinach and lemon. Spinach, packed with vitamins, minerals, and natural nitrates, combines with the refreshing juice of lemon to create a mixture that strengthens the immune system and stimulates circulation. To prepare it, I take a good handful of fresh spinach, preferably organic, squeeze the juice of half a lemon, and for an extra touch of freshness, I add some thin slices of cucumber. I place everything in the blender along with 200 milliliters of cold water or coconut water, which enhances the hydrating effect, and blend until I get a homogeneous smoothie. If I wish, I strain it to remove any fibrous residue and lightly sweeten it with natural honey. I like to consume this drink at the beginning of the day, as it fills me with optimism and prepares me to face any challenge, reminding me that good irrigation and an essential supply of nutrients are key to staying active and in tune with my well-being. Passion flower, also known as passion flower, has given me moments of deep relaxation and emotional balance. Preparing a passion flower tea is very simple. I use a tea bag or, if I have the fresh plant on hand, some dried flowers. I boil 250 milliliters of water and, once hot, pour the water over the passion flower, letting it steep for 7 to 10 minutes so that its calming compounds are released. If I prefer, I add a teaspoon of honey and an orange slice to enhance its aroma and flavor. I enjoy this tea in the afternoon or before bed, as by reducing stress and anxiety, it helps create a calm environment that favors an optimal response in my intimate areas. Passion flower has taught me to value the importance of emotional balance, reminding me that serenity is a fundamental pillar for a full and healthy life. Finally, I want to share with you the maca infusion, a true Andean secret that has been used for centuries for its energizing and aphrodisiac properties. Maca, whether in powder form or as thin slices of fresh root, is a natural tonic that has helped increase vitality and stimulate circulation. To prepare it, I dissolve approximately 1 teaspoon of maca powder in 200 milliliters of hot water, without letting it boil completely to preserve all its properties, and stir well. Then, I let the infusion steep for 5 to 7 minutes, and if I like, I add a touch of cinnamon or a little honey to improve its flavor and potentiate its effects. I prefer to drink this infusion in the morning or at the beginning of the afternoon, as it gives me a natural and comforting boost, reminding me that each day is a new opportunity to reconnect with our roots and celebrate life. Maca has accompanied me throughout my journey, evoking stories of my grandmothers and the ancestral wisdom of the Andean mountains, and today I include it in my routine as a tribute to that vital energy that drives us forward. By sharing these drinks, my intention is not only to provide you with recipes and remedies, but also to invite you to take care of yourselves in an integral way, to nourish both body and mind. Throughout my life, I have learned that well-being comes from the union of the natural with self-love, and each of these preparations is a way to reconnect with that essence. Do not forget that, although some of these recipes may show results in a few minutes, it is the constancy and care with which we tend to our body that really makes the difference. It is always important to remember that before making any changes in diet or treatment, you should consult with a healthcare professional, as each body is unique and deserves personalized care. I speak to you with the sincerity of a well-lived life, full of experiences and studies that have allowed me to discover the power of the natural. I have seen in each of these drinks a reflection of popular wisdom and science, a bridge that unites the traditions of yesteryear with modern knowledge. My personal experience and the stories I have shared over the years have taught me that caring for our intimate members is a fundamental part of overall well-being, and that the harmony between mind, body, and spirit is cultivated day by day. Each sip of these preparations is an opportunity to reconnect with nature, to remember that the path to a full life is built with small acts of love and dedication. It fills me with joy to know that I can share with you these pieces of advice and recipes that, based on medical studies, psychological research, and the experience of a life full of learning, can bring a touch of vitality and well-being to your lives. I sincerely hope that you find in these drinks an ally to enhance your health and quality of life, and that each recipe inspires you to take care of yourselves with the same love with which I have learned to do so. I invite you to comment on your experiences, to share your favorite recipes, and to continue on this path of self-care and well-being. Do not forget to like the video and subscribe to Wise Aging, so that together we can continue discovering the magic of the natural and the wisdom that only the years can bring. Remember, every day is an opportunity to renew our spirit, nourish our body, and celebrate life in all its forms. Thank you for accompanying me in this very special talk. I send you a huge hug full of gratitude and hope, and wish you a life full of health and moments of deep connection with what truly matters. May wisdom and love always illuminate your path. And until next time, my dear friends.